Hi, everybody. Coming live from the Woman Cave. It is September 8th, 2019, Sunday. And we, as me and my besties, have just returned from this single adult fireside they were having today about having better Christ connections and how to implement that in our day to day dating and habits and patterns of different attachments, especially when we have attachments to people because it falls under avoidance or it falls under a few other unhealthy attachments. It's been a good Sunday. Church was awesome. Something that I was thinking of earlier was that when people haven't chosen a church to attend or they feel they can't go back to their old church, whether that be you being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints or any other congregation or denomination, I was thinking, because I was being really lazy about getting up to go to my church, I was thinking, okay, two things can happen with this day. Either I can waste it and be super lazy, or I can make up excuses about not going to my ward, or I could push forward and figure whether or not to go to my family ward, which is literally just next door, if that curtain was open. So I made the wiser choice and got myself to church in Sugar House. And I was really happy about it because even though I was feeling super unmotivated and super like just blah, I went, and the second speaker, her name's Tina, she spoke on patience. And I was like, if ever I needed to hear a talk, it would be her talk. And so it helped me throughout the day, just to take in her perspective of what patience is. And it was good. It was such a good talk. So it led to my besties coming to pick me up, sister Caroline, and then her little sister Taff, Kathy, and then our sister Mary Lou. And so we went to this fireside, started at 7. She talked about like pitfalls for us. So if those of you that don't know, in our church there are categories of where you would attend your ward. So, and it goes by age, or whether or not if you're single, it goes by age. If you have a family, then you would just go to family ward. And so our age bracket is 31 years old to, I believe, 45. And so we're sitting there, and a lot of people that came in, they looked like they were in their early 30s. The lady's name was, she's from Provo, I think, but I forgot her name, but she's a therapist, and it was just nice to hear her perspective of how we need to improve in our real life dating, like going on dates that don't last more than 2 hours, and versus dating virtually, like dating through those sites, those apps. I was a big time hater in my early 30s on apps, and then mid 30s up in, well, late 30s, I started to be more open, and then I was active from last year, off and on from 2018 into like just a couple of months ago. That stuff, like she was saying, it's not real dating, and I totally agree, but it is a tool that you can use to, it's like a point of contact, like just so that you can contact. It should be used just so you can contact the person and then actually go one on one, or in, they said like stay away from hanging out, but one on one dating, so that you can get to know who you like and why you like them, and proceed from there. So I was grateful for that fireside today. And it's opened my perspective that as much as we all are in search of real love, it won't happen unless we make it happen. And making it happen meaning that we counsel with the Lord and we follow his plan, and understand that there was a quote. There was a quote. I don't know if that's a text, but there was a quote she shared, and she said, "Even though your past didn't work out the way you wanted, your future will turn out far more than what you could ever imagine." And that quote alone gives me so much hope. I was in a little bit of a rut this weekend because I was like, if I get one more invite to somebody's wedding or mention of somebody getting married, I swear I'm gonna scream, like Gabrielle Union on what was it, Daddy's Girl, when she said, "If I see one more grown ass man with a jersey on, I'm gonna scream." And so I was kind of feeling like that over the weekend, but after this fireside, it's just opened my eyes up to that. Yeah, even though the past didn't work out the way I wanted with certain individuals, future, my part in not giving up, because that's what Satan would want, is us to give